A tall man in a white suit, with a handsome head of golden hair, an abundant mustache, and fierce blue eyes, stepped off an extra fare limited at Union Depot and hurried forward to collect his locomobile from the express car. He traded jokes with the railroad freight handlers easing the big red auto down the ramp, lamented Kansas City's loss of first baseman Grady to the St. Louis Cardinals, and tipped generously when the job was done. Could they recommend a fast route to Standard Oil's Sugar Creek refinery? Following their directions, he drove out of the run-down, saloon-lined station district when two wagons suddenly boxed him into a narrow street. The men who jumped off were dressed more like prize fighters than teamsters. A broad-shouldered giant swaggered up, and he recognized Big Pete Straub, whom he had seen board the train at St. Louis. Straub flashed a badge. "Standard Oil Refinery Police. You Isaac Bell?" Bell stood down from his auto. He was as tall as Straub, well over 6 feet, but lean as wire rope on a 175-pound frame. A head held high and a self-contained gaze signified life at full tide. Straub guessed his age at around 30. "Go back where you came from." "Why?" Bell asked nonchalantly. "There's nothing for you in Kansas. We'll fire any man who talks to you, and they know it." Bell said, "Move your wagon." A haymaker punch flew at his face. He slipped it over his shoulder, stepped in to sink left and right fists deep, and stepped back as quickly. The company cop doubled over. "Get him!" Straub's men charged. An automatic pistol with a cavernous muzzle filled Bell's hand, sudden as a thunderbolt. "Move your wagon." They sold gasoline in the freight yards. A hardware store supplied spare tubes and tires, a tow rope, cans for water, motor oil, and extra gasoline, a bedroll, and a lever-action Winchester repeating rifle in a scabbard, which Bell buckled to the empty seat beside him. He stopped at a butcher to buy a beefsteak to grill on an open fire when he camped for the night, and a slab of ham, coffee beans, and bread for breakfast in the morning. Downtown Kansas City was jammed with trolleys, wagons, and carriages, and fleets of brand-new steam, electric, and gasoline autos. Finally clearing the traffic at the edge of the suburbs, he headed south and west, crossed the state line into Kansas, opened the locomobile's throttle and exhaust pipe cutouts, and thundered onto the prairie.